So today we're testing out the ND32 DJI official filter to try and get that 180-degree shutter angle. How does it look? I think it looks pretty good. Got to set it to auto ISO 50 to 400, which I think should be fine. But so far so good, I think I have to say. Today we're at Yellowcraigs, my favourite place to come for a walk with the dogs. You've got the Fidra Lighthouse, which was designed by the Stevenson family of Robert Louis Stevenson fame, and apparently used to come here when he was a kid for holidays, and it was the inspiration for Treasure Island. So what you're about to see is the real Treasure Island. Well, today we're testing out the ND32 filter made by DJI, not the Freewell or the KNF ones. I had the KNF variable ND and I just found it a bit of a faff to get on and off, and turning the dial was a bit of a nightmare. So I've come down to Yellowcraigs. I've got the ND32 on, 1/50th, 25 frames per second in the UK here, and it's looking really good actually. Need to remember to keep looking at the camera itself and not the screen. Very bad habit to get into. Behind me is Fidra Lighthouse, which is designed by the Stevenson family of engineers, famed by having Robert Louis Stevenson in the family, which is a famous writer, of course, writing books like Treasure Island, which this place was actually the inspiration for. Apparently when Robert Louis Stevenson was a kid, the family would come down here for holidays. He used to imagine pirate ships and things coming in, and that was his inspiration for Treasure Island. So what we're actually looking at right now is basically the real Treasure Island. So today we're walking into North Berwick from Yellowcraigs, where we parked the car. It's often a walk we like to do, especially on a day like today. It's nice and sunny. It's a good chance to test out the ND filter on a bright sunny day. I think it's a 64 ND, I was calling it a 32 earlier on, so apologies for that. It's the ND64 because the KNF one, the variable ND, is only a 32. And on bright sunny days like today, it wasn't enough. Really started to struggle, blown highlights, just wasn't good. So this 64 seems to be about spot on, because this is unheard of weather in Scotland. So it's about 5 kilometres from Yellowcraigs to the Seabird Centre in North Berwick, where it's kind of tradition we'll get a bacon roll, or Donna will get a scrambled egg roll, and I'll get a pot of tea. And it's really good value actually, and it's pretty decent. If it's nice and sheltered at the back, I might sit outside, get views of the Bass Rock. I'm also testing the mic here. It's quite windy, so how does this sound? I think it probably sounds okay. But yeah, so far so good. Enjoying using the Osmo Pocket 3. It's going to be used predominantly for weddings, for behind the scenes stuff. I'll probably shoot a lot of it in vertical though, just for reels and stories and things, so people can see what we're up to and how it's going. Right now I'm using the face tracking. I'm not even looking at the camera just now, just to see if I can just hold my arm out and let it do its thing. My God, I'm a lot less fit than I thought I was. Out of breath. We're probably about halfway towards North Berwick from Yellowcraigs now, but oh my God, it's beautiful. I mean really, North Berwick was voted in the Sunday Times as the #1 most sought after place to live in the UK. I'm not sure I believe that, and that's no slight in North Berwick, it's beautiful. So yeah, so we're going to head there. We live about 3 miles back down the road towards, in a place called Gullen, which is beautiful too. We've got beaches there as well. Very fortunate, I have to say. But yeah, absolutely fabulous. Here we are, spinning it all the way around. What's it like backlit? You tell me. I'm going to spin you around. Here's Donna walking. How's the stabilisation? As I almost break my neck on a rock there. But yeah, look at this, it's just absolutely stunning. Yeah, so next time I see you, we'll catch up when we get towards North Berwick, and then we'll grab a beautiful bacon roll. So Fidra Lighthouse was completed in 1885 by David and Thomas Stevenson, who designed it, part of the Stevenson family as I mentioned earlier. It was fully automated in 1970, so protecting ships going past the island automatically since then. No one can go on there, it's kind of protected because of the birds and things, a bit like the Bass Rock. But it's a beautiful sight. And again, as I say, one of my favourite places to come and walk the dogs. One thing you'll notice when you come down here is everyone that passes you goes, "Good morning, how are you?" It's a little bit like the Truman Show, but in a good way. It's lovely. The people are so friendly, willing to stop and chat for 5 minutes. If you've got some time, I'd highly recommend, wherever you are, come and spend a day here. It's absolutely fantastic. Head into Gullin, go to the old clubhouse. Great fish and chips, by the way. Great welcome, brilliant staff. So nice. Then you've got the Watchman, which is now called the Mallard. Decent burger in there. Main course in Gullin as well. Italian. Bonnie Badger, famously Tom Kitchen's Michelin star rated restaurant, which is lovely. Great beer garden at the back. Sun Trap, come in the summer, book early. And of course you've got North Berwick itself. So I see the Seabird Centre for a bacon roll. And there's lots of little bars and restaurants down the high street, as well as that view when you get there. Rocketeer as well, another fantastic place to go and get something to eat. I'll show you that as we go past later on. But right now we're walking alongside the golf course by the Marine Hotel. I can't see it, it's kind of above a dune there. But I'm now looking out towards the Bass Rock. It's further away. I might be tiny in the camera, so I'll wait till I get closer and I'll show you that further ahead. Now over there on the horizon you can see Lamb Island, which was actually bought by Uri Geller, who still owns it to this day. It's uninhabited. I don't think you're allowed to land on it. I guess Uri is. But yeah, that's Uri Geller, Mr. Spoonbender himself. That has his own private island here on the Firth of Forth, just outside North Berwick. Isn't that beautiful? Right in the water with my Skechers. That's absolutely stunning. The patterns it makes. It just extends all the way up. And we're going to walk right through that gap in a minute, and then we'll see North Berwick over the hill. Okay, so this little bit here, if the tide's in, you have to go up that way, along the top. Because the tide is way out today, I use an app called Tides, which is great. It lets you know what time the tides are going to be, high tide, low tide, that kind of thing. Absolutely perfect for us. That means we can come around this way, which is a bit easier to walk around than going up the top there. It's not exactly difficult, but this is a nicer way around. And there's North Berwick as it comes into view in the distance there. I guess we're about 1 kilometre out, and there's a little harbour there. You can see the steeple from the church. As I said, over there is Craigleith Island, which you can see quite clearly there and off in the distance. Not sure if you can see that in the camera, but it's the Bass Rock. You can't land on there. That's the largest, world's largest gannet colony. But they do boat tours out. You can get actually very close. We did it last year. Very informative tour. It's about £70 each. Was it as much as that? It was about 35. £70 total, £35 each. And I tell you what, it was worth every penny, Donna, yeah? Very informative tour. As close as you'll ever get. It's quite a privilege to be that close, actually, wasn't it? And there we go. There's the law. And the town of North Berwick in the distance. What a sight. Okay, so as you near the end of the beach and approach North Berwick, there's a little ramp where the lifeboats come down. Should the worst happen, I'll show you. Just over here. So this is the way back off the beach. Beautiful flats there, some renovation getting done. And the view back out over the bay. North Berwick itself. As you see, some of the nicest houses. Anyway, for miles here. So we're about to go up and head up to the Seabird Centre. So there's the lifeboat centre, lifeboat station. And then down there towards the harbour. And then the view back's incredible. Come down here on New Year's Day to do the Lunaduke, which takes you right out there into the bay, and it's absolutely mental. 1st of January, freezing cold, and everyone, hundreds of people running into the water. It's incredible. So anyway, off to the Seabird Centre for a bacon roll. Yeah. So, and over there you've got the Rocketeer, which is the one with the glass around it, which is great if it's a really windy day. But book, because it gets very busy. Looking out there. What does he see, I wonder? The Bass Rock and the little inlet pool. As kids in the summer used to come down here. I did it once or twice. But locals would love it down here with the kids. Morning. Morning. How are you? You okay? Yeah. Fabulous. Absolutely, yeah. It's the walk back I'm dreading though. Yeah, so this is the Seabird Centre. One of our favourite little haunts. And hopefully we'll see if you get a wee seat outside. Tribute to the Royal Air Force, Coastal Command. Yeah, folk gave their lives and will always be remembered. And that's there for a long, long, long time to come. The map of Scotland there, in the Shetland Isles, and the little cut out in the corner. And when you come in these little planks here, you can view the Bass Rock. You can sit here and have a coffee, baked roll, fish and chips, you name it. How's the scrambled egg roll?
Very nice. I love the scrambled egg roll. It's really nice.
I don't get the point of the scrambled egg roll. What's wrong with my fried egg roll? Ah, there you go. Seems to like it. Tasty the way. Well, that was fantastic. Back to the sunshine. There's one hell of a view, looking out over the Bass Rock. Absolutely fabulous. Really, you've got to come here, get a bacon roll, get a cup of tea, do yourself a favour and just sit for a wee while. It's absolutely beautiful. So, that was great. Couldn't film too much in there. A lot of people in there just having their brunch, as it were. And there's a lovely mother just breastfeeding her baby, so the last thing I wanted to do was whip out a camera. Bad but that looked. So yeah, but needless to say, it was absolutely gorgeous. So there's the boat trips. Now we've done the Bass Rock one, which is that one there. And that was brilliant. Highly recommend that. So they start going back out again on the 1st of April. Then you've got the life card boat one. Then Isle of May, so that's the next one I want to be doing. Growing up in May Court, so that'd be great for me to go and see. Then you've got the round trip one. So yeah, absolutely great. We've got to say goodbye at the Seabird Centre. Thanks for the bacon roll. Absolutely delicious. Don't have the scrambled egg roll, which I still can't get my head around. A fried egg roll would surely be better, but each to their own, I guess. And we head back the way we came, 5 kilometres back to the car park at Yellowcraigs. So how good has the Osmo been? Absolutely terrific. It's backlit now, I don't know how it looks, you tell me. It's hard to tell in this light. I've got the brightness down to about 50%, which is fine. You can see what you're doing, but go up to 100 and it's like pretty much crystal clear. 700 nits I believe it goes to. But your battery will kind of drain pretty quickly. Wouldn't recommend that. But yeah, absolutely great bit of kit. So the ND64 on days like this you need. And folks say it doesn't close properly with it on. But it's quite clever actually. It doesn't close in the way like it would if it wasn't on it. But it turns and folds the other way. And when you put it back in its little hard shell case, it's kind of still protected. So you don't really need to keep putting it on and off. I've just been letting it do its thing. It realises it's on, it swivels around the other side. Then you just pop it in the hard case and you're good. So that works a treat. If you're thinking about one, stop thinking about it, just go and get it. It's been a joy to use. Great fun actually.